That vision is from today, and it happens every year on Anzac Day in our nation's capital. You see, those people are mourning lost soldiers, but unlike the rest of Australia, they have no memorial, no ceremony, nowhere to go, other than a protest. Why? Well, that's a good question. What if I told you that there was a war where many Australians died, but it's a war you've probably never heard about? It sounds pretty insane, but it's true. Just listen to this guy speaking in Canberra at the National Press Club last week.
If we're actually genuine about remembering patriots who have died for this country, why we would not first spend $100 million on a museum honouring the at least 65,000 estimated Indigenous dead who so tragically lost their lives defending their country here in Australia in the frontier wars of the 19th century.
For context, that is Richard Flanagan, one of Australia's most celebrated authors. And the $100 million museum he's talking about is the Sir John Monash Museum, opening in northern France this week to honour the 60,000 plus Australian soldiers who died in World War I. But the 60,000 plus Indigenous soldiers Flanagan's talking about didn't die overseas. They died here in Australia in what's known as the Frontier Wars. Now, if you've never heard of the Frontier Wars, frankly, I don't blame you. It's not really taught in schools, the number of deaths is highly contested, and some people say it wasn't really a war at all. Let me explain. From 1788 up until the 1920s, there are well-known and documented conflicts between Indigenous Australians and white settlers, militia, police, or colonial soldiers. The most recent one was in 1928 in Coniston in the Northern Territory, where over 60 Aboriginal men, women and children were killed in a state-sanctioned massacre in response to the murder of one settler, with one of the survivors still living today. Now, the number of Aboriginal people that died over this 140-year-long conflict is contested. In 2013, a leading historian on the issue, Henry Reynolds, put it at 20 to 30,000 deaths. But in 2014, two University of Queensland researchers say it was just under 67,000. And that's just in Queensland, at the hands of settlers and Queensland's native police force. If that's correct, just imagining the sheer magnitude of Indigenous people killed all around Australia is, well, fucked. It's really fucked, guys. Regardless, what most historians aren't divided about is whether this was a war. Henry Reynolds put it in the title of his book, and the academics who looked into Queensland describe it as
our Great War, a war for both the defence and conquest of Australia.
I'm not saying we shouldn't honour our soldiers or erect memorials. It is important to remember our past, and I mean all of our past, no matter how uncomfortable it is to talk about.